took so long to get the votes in from City Hall?
Is it 3 a.m.?
Only got 7 votes.
Are we gonna vote maybe?
Look closer.
Do the oath for the mayor first. Okay, thanks. Okay, so on the first ballots, with 5 votes to 2, Commissioner Jenna Smith is appointed mayor for the coming year. And now, Mayor Smith, if you'd like to join me at the lectern, we'll get your oath out of the way. I, Jenna Smith,
I, Jenna Smith,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Marquette,
and the Charter of the City of Marquette,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Mayor of the City of Marquette,
of the office of Mayor of the City of Marquette,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and Mayor, I will we'll just conduct the election for Mayor Pro Tem, and then I will turn the meeting over. So the opposite color in front of you has the commissioner names on it again. If you would like to follow the same process for Mayor Pro Tem, our city manager will come around and collect them. Ah, I tell you. Oh, yeah, and if everybody could also print their name on the back, please, or first names. Oh, no offense.
That's why it took so long.
I won't have any excuses.
Yeah, mine, well, I got the big J, and then there's a big F. And so
Mine's a
there's-
big J and a big H.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
probably not
yeah,
super
yeah.
helpful.
Just like a smoothie line.
We've all been practicing to be so good at being that. Except for that one, being a doctor portion of it.
Okay, and again, by a vote of 5 to 2, Commissioner Jen Hill is appointed Mayor Pro Tem for the coming year. So, I, Jen Hill,
I, Jen Hill,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Marquette,
and the Charter of the City of Marquette,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Mayor Pro Tem
of the office of Mayor Pro Tem
of the City of Marquette,
of the City of Marquette,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Mayor, that was all very stressful, and with that, I will turn the meeting over to you.
Thank you, City Clerk. Commissioners, we have an agenda in front of us. Do we have a motion on this agenda? Commissioner Stonehouse?
Your Honor, I motion to accept the agenda as written.
Thank you. Do we have a second? Mayor Pro Tem Hill?
I will second that motion.
All in favor, please say yes.
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 All opposed, please say no. Motion passes 7-0. I have no announcements this evening. I'll wait until commissioner comments at the end of the meeting. Brings us to public comment. Public comments may not exceed 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and physical address. I'm looking around. It doesn't look like we have any public comment this evening. So seeing none, well, I should look to the audience. We do have a few in the audience. Nobody? Public comment? Okay, thanks. No public comment. Public comment is now closed. Moving on to item number 1, consent agenda. Commissioners, do we have a motion? Commissioner Bonzo?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I move that we approve the consent agenda as written.
Okay, do we have a second?
So
Commissioner
moved.
Davis? Oh, Commissioner Davis?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. Commissioner Bonzo, any comment or
None.
discussion? Okay, Commissioner Davis, any discussion? Any further discussion on consent? Seeing none, all in favor, please say yes.
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 All opposed, please say no. Motion passes 7-0. Moving on to new business, we have one new business item this evening, approve the 2021 City Commission meeting schedule. Commissioners, do we have a motion on this item? Commissioner Davis?
I move that we approve the 2021 City Commission meeting schedule as presented.
Okay, and do we have a second? Commissioner Stonehouse?
Your Honor, I second that motion.
All right, Commissioner Davis, any discussion? Okay, Commissioner Stonehouse?
No, Your Honor.
Any others? All in favor, please say yes.
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 All opposed, please say no. Motion passes 7-0. Brings us to our second public comment section of the evening. Do we have anyone on the phone or Zoom for public comment? No? And anyone in the audience wishing to speak? We've got 3 minutes. Okay, public comment is now closed. That brings us to comments from the commission. We will go alphabetically down the line here. Commissioner Bonzo, I'll go ahead and start us off.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First, I just want to thank my colleague, Commissioner Stonehouse, for 3 years of admirable service on the commission already, and welcoming him back. And also thank Commissioners Frazier and Schlegel for their 3 years Commissioner Frazier's 6 years of service to the city on the city commission, and Commissioner Schlegel for his 3 years, as well as both of their many, many years of service on other appointed citizen boards and committees. Truly great examples of public servants. And I also want to welcome my new colleagues, Commissioner Mayer and Commissioner Hanley. I'm really looking forward to working with both of you. And I was really pleased to see that this year's City Commission campaign was very focused on issues. It was very positive. And truly, the people of Marquette couldn't have lost out no matter who was elected. So very excited about this new commission being seated. And I also just wanted to note that, and I'm sure some of my other commissioners, my fellow commissioners will also note this, but it's actually a pretty historic night because to my knowledge, for the first time in the city of Marquette's history, we have a majority women commission, a majority of the city commission composed of millennials or folks under the age of 40. And also Commissioner Mayer's our first Native American member of the City Commission as well. So in several respects, I think it's a historic night. I'm just looking forward to working together on some issues that I think clearly the people of Marquette are concerned about, from environmental preservation and the preservation of the lakeshore to housing, to a wide variety of other things. But I think that this coming year and in the next few years, we have an opportunity to really get a lot done for the people of Marquette and for the community. And for that, I'm grateful. And I'm really excited to be part of it. So thank you and congratulations to everybody.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes, first I want to recognize that we have Veterans Day coming up on Wednesday, and World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, if you can all remember that. And I'm really pleased that we have 2 commissioners who have served or are serving our country at this time. We also have a lot of staff and community members. Thank you all so very much, particularly Commissioner Stonehouse and Commissioner Mayer. And it's been a very interesting election week. Thank you so much to all of the poll workers, the volunteers, and to Kyle Whitney, our city clerk, for showing very strong leadership throughout the process and making everything go so smoothly in Marquette. And yeah, like Commissioner Bonzo, speaking of the election, it was a very close race, and I want to welcome our two new commissioners. Commissioner Hanley, your enthusiasm really came through in the campaign, and congratulations on a successful campaign. Cody Mayer, Commissioner Mayer, you were not a newcomer to campaigns. In fact, we were campaigning against each other at one point. And, I recognize that you've served on city committees, and I think you're well positioned for your new role, so welcome very much. To our commissioners who have just left us, Pete Frazier, I had the privilege of sitting next to you for 6 months, but I also followed you for 6 years on the commission, and has already been stated, you have a very unique background and your talents that have served our city well. And I know this, Paul Schlegel has left the room, but the fact that he took the time to drive around the city and reminisce about the accomplishments that have happened over the last 3 years is really indicative of his passion for the community, and I will greatly miss all of his well thought out consideration of the city issues. He has a really great academic background, career experience, and along with serving 12 plus years on different city commissions, I will miss his independent thinking, and I know that he's not done serving, so I'm looking forward to seeing what his next role is with the city. And finally, nope, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you.
Commissioner Hanley?
First off, I would like to thank everyone for the chance to serve the city. I am honored that you chose me. There was a bunch of wonderful candidates, and we couldn't have gone wrong with anyone that was chosen. I am happy that I was one of them. I am, like Evan said, honored to be on the first female-led commission, well, majority, and led by the mayor and mayor pro tem, which is wonderful. But I don't want to say that that's the only thing. I think this is just the first time that the women have been on it together, not the first time that the women have deserved it in the city or should have run. I would like to thank Commissioner Schlegel and Commissioner Frazier for their service. You guys were great. And I do expect that Commissioner Schlegel will be back again in the future as well. Thank you to everyone for everything again, and have a great night.
Mayor Pro Tem Hill?
Thank you. Continuing the thank yous to the outgoing commissioners, to Commissioner Frazier and Commissioner Schlegel, whose dedication to the community is a great example of how democracy can work so well when we have good, passionate, thoughtful people getting engaged. Congratulations to the new folks and Fred for returning, Commissioner Stonehouse for returning. I think we have some big challenges in front of us, and I'm looking forward to engaging with you on these very important issues at this critical time for our community. Thank you too to the staff. They were here till 3 a.m, making sure our count went well. We had fully, I think, half of the electorate submitted their ballots, last I heard, before November 3rd, before the actual day the election voting stopped. So taking all of that new work and making it happen smoothly and seamlessly is a real testament to the dedication of those folks, and I really appreciate it. I do want to just two things. Today, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services issued an advisory specifically for coronavirus and hunting camp. So I hope folks have a chance to look at that and what it suggests. In particular, it does ask that we limit our groups to 2 households and to 10 people total when you're indoors, and to wear a mask at all times and wash your hands as much as possible. It's a very important tradition in our region, and I really hope that folks can be safe or find ways to engage perhaps this year in a new way that creates maybe new traditions around a very important part of our community. And Finally, I want to say also on the coronavirus that the Feed the Front Lines Marquette has been re-engaged. So if you go to GoFundMe.com and search, or just search GoFundMe Marquette, Michigan, Feed the Front Lines, I saw that we've had 199 people have donated. That is to raise funds. The hospitals and clinics in our community are at or near capacity with the rate of cases that we have right now, and those folks need all of our support. They're there to take care of us. Let's give back to them. And I thank you, the folks who have done so much already, who've already donated. It is time to do so again. And thanks, and we will be taking on that challenge as several other things going forward. Thank you.
Commissioner Mayer?
Hey, everybody. I'd just like to thank Commissioner Bonsall and Davis for what they just said there, and my fellow commissioners for welcoming me. And I'd like to thank the people of Marquette for the vote of confidence and trust in electing me to this role. And I look forward to working with all of you in the coming years to really accomplish some great things for our city. I'd like to also just take a brief moment and recognize that Marquette is located on the ancestral homelands of the Anishinaabe Three Fires Confederacy. And just that's something I think, at least me starting out my term, I would like to just acknowledge. So, thank you.
Commissioner Stonehouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. Of course, I would very much like to welcome again the new commissioners. It's going to be an interesting and productive year, and I look forward to working with you to make it the very best we can. And like Commissioner Schlegel mentioned earlier, just driving around the city, he, like I, remember everything we've done in the last 3 years and all the great accomplishments that have happened and how the groundwork has been laid for the future. So we're going to have a very productive session, I think. We are laid out to do it. And I look forward to working with everybody on this commission to keep this process, keeping Marquette a progressive community that continually moves forward, will truly happen. Again, I'd like to thank, too, of course, Commissioners Frazier and Schlegel for their terrific work on the commission. And personally, I know how much they will be missed. Let me give you a first, though, since we're talking about first. As you all know, Commissioner Mayer is a sergeant in the 107th Engineer Battalion, Michigan Army National Guard. I also had the honor of serving in that unit. So this certainly would be the first time that we have had 2 representatives of the battalion on this Marquette City Commission. One of them serving actively now, and one is an old retired guy. But I think that speaks well of the community and the interaction between the National Guard and our citizens. So thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I think I'd just like to echo what every commissioner has said, that we are certainly going to miss Commissioner Frazier and Commissioner Schlegel. I had made a chance to kind of talk about them a little bit earlier, but I'm very glad to have 2 new commissioners, but we will miss those guys as well. Welcome to Commissioner Hanley, Commissioner Mayer. Glad to have you on board. Looking forward to helping you get acclimated over the coming days and weeks, and familiar with the processes and projects that we have in the process, and looking to the future to what decisions we will be making. Also, looking forward to serving as mayor for another year. Thank you to the commission for electing myself to do so, and congratulations to Mayor Pro Tem. Looking forward to continuing that on. I think especially with the COVID-19 situation we have, the continuity of leadership will be important for our community. And on that note, I have been sharing some data from the Marquette County Health Department weekly, and I intend to continue to do that. And, just continuing to try to find ways to build and strengthen our network here locally so that we can try to tackle that beast that is COVID-19. So I look forward to working with all of you on those conversations and many others, but certainly that's probably our biggest challenge ahead in the next year. That's all I have for this evening. City Manager, any comments?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. Again, welcome to the 2 new commissioners, and I had the chance to sit with them last Friday for about an hour, and I enjoyed that interaction. And maybe I didn't mention it, but if I didn't, my office is always open to you. You can call ahead, stop in. I'm available for any questions and any any visits you might want to have. I also want to thank and acknowledge the two outgoing commissioners, and Pete, it's been a pleasure, and Paul has been a great commissioner as well. And my last comment is I also too have to thank and acknowledge the clerk's office for the election process this year. As you can tell by the bustling activity just alone in this election here, Kyle's very passionate about what he does, and Rachel, his deputy, is here today too. So I'm really happy to say we have confidence, or I have a lot of confidence in how they do their job. So thank you to both of you. That's all I have.
Thank you. We are adjourned at 7:34 PM.